Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing The Legend of Korra. This is Book 3, Chapter 7, titled Original Airbenders. And just quickly before we start, if you hear any noise, it's just business as usual. People are just doing home improvements all over the place. And it's, we're used to it, and I think you guys are probably used to it as well. All of those like bumps and stuff going on. Maybe it's mainly just for the people on Patreon, because when they're watching the full length, then they can hear more of what's going on in the background all the way through the video. But anyhow, and before we jump into the episode, there's one more question from our post on Patreon, because last time or in the last one there was only one, and one more has popped up since. So we're just gonna address that about the previous episode before we start this one. And it's from Corin. What do you think about Bolin trying metal bending? Will he pick it up, or does he have to accept that he's just not one of the rare earthbenders that he wishes to be? I hope he's gonna pick it up. I have a feeling that he might. And Sue even said something about like she doesn't believe in the whole it's only 1 in 100 earthbenders. It is more about where you are mentally, and if you really believe in yourself. So I think he's just gonna need to get there before he can really learn it.
Yeah, indeed. I think I hope it's gonna be that classical story of you working so hard for it and not giving up, at least.
Yeah.
And maybe certain people just need to crack the code, and maybe he just needs to crack the code.
Yeah, or overcome that mental block that he's got going on. Yeah, and there's an extra question. Based on what we've seen so far, which major city would you prefer to live in? Ba Sing Se, Zaofu, or Republic City, and why?
I think we talked about this.
Yeah, it was more like our favorite cities. I think that was the whole discussion there. But I guess that's, it can still be the same answer. And I think
for me it is.
Still Zaofu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, me as well. It's just the way they're running things there, the whole design of the place, what Sue's doing.
Diversity.
It seems really progressive and giving people a second chance. I'm sure it would be nice to live maybe in Republic City as well. Ba Sing Se, not so much, depending on where you are in like the social hierarchy, and if you're poor or if you're rich, like there's a very big difference in that city. But so far, Zaofu, I think, or Zaofu. Sorry, it's still a new city to us, so names and such.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, we talked a lot about everything that went down between the Beifong sisters. So if you're ready to jump into this one?
I am.
Alrighty, then let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the shows that we're doing, including The Legend of Korra, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. Let's go.
While Korra remains safe in Zaofu, Tencent has brought the Airbenders to the Northern Air Temple to begin their training.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense that we're going to be focusing a bit on that.
So, Monk Tang Zhu completed the 97th day of his historic fast.
One of them is paying attention.
On which island? Anyone besides Otaku who already studied this in his acolyte training?
It's that kind of student.
I come seeking boring stories to take back to the spirit world.
Oh, Boomy. Oh.
I fought with him, but he got away. And he stole some old necklace that had something to do with Guru Lakshmir.
Guru Lahima.
Lakshmir.
Remember that long, boring story about the guy who never ate?
Yes, I remember.
Avatar Korra is calling on the temple radio.
I just listened to that story.
Where are you? Lin willingly took you to her sister?
Not exactly.
Nope.
We got a call about a new airbender, and it turned out to be Sue's daughter, Opal. She'll be headed your way soon.
Really? That's wonderful.
She is wonderful and pretty and so smart. Sorry.
Mulling out.
How's the training going?
Not so well, I'm afraid.
And what about Boomy? He was a naval commander.
If you ask him for help, you can trick him into taking more responsibility by making him think the whole thing was his idea.
That's not bad.
No.
Actually sounds like a good plan.
Come on, let's have some fun. We'll be back before anyone realizes we're gone.
No.
Guess it will be alright.
Jinora, no.
Let's go see the babies. Be careful, the mothers are very protective.
They're so cute though.
Yeah, but it's gonna be...
Jump, fly, do something. Okay.
You can do everything your dad can. Plus, you have all those spirity powers. If anyone's a master, you are.
And everyone knows you're a natural leader.
True, I did win the Admiral Tung Natural Leadership Award. Twice.
What would you do if you were in charge? Help me be more like you.
I'd love to. Rule with an iron fist. Show them who the master is.
Thanks for the insight.
My pleasure.
So how is he gonna apply that? Okay.
I'm taking your advice.
Yeah.
I'm going to break you down and build you back up. Now get moving, recruit.
He's already regretting what he said.
Yep.
Nothing like a 10-mile hike first thing in the morning.
10-mile
Ew.
hike.
Come in a warm bison fur version?
No, of course not.
You know, when I said that thing about an iron fist,
Hush. Meditation time. Focus.
Aw.
If you want to get warm, you better do what Tenzin is saying.
Yeah.
It's not hard if you concentrate.
No, that seems pretty hard.
Yeah.
Get back up. What's the matter? You can't handle it, soldier? Ignore the lemurs digging in your ears. Concentrate on your breathing. And you'll
Digging in your ears.
All right, who's next?
I'm not sure I want to shave my head.
That's fine. Shaving your head is a personal choice.
Wait.
It is?
Anyone else? Fine, then we can get right to our next training exercise.
Wow.
Remember, airbenders move like the wind.
Be the leaf. Oh. Melon Lord.
Stay light on your feet and you'll never feel the stinging rash cactus.
Kai is doing pretty... Oh, never mind. Ow, ow, ow.
count me out.
Fine, quit. We don't need your attitude in the new Air Nation.
This is just as bad as the Earth Queen's prison.
I'm tired of all this complaining. Jinora, take over.
When do you think I can get my tattoos?
What brought this on?
I was just talking to Kai, and he was asking me, so...
Kai, what does he know about when you should get tattooed? The answer is no, you're just a little girl.
Lead your own class!
Iki, Milo, you're up. Just lead them through the Bagua circle.
That look on Milo's face.
Look to your left! Look to your right! One of those people will not make it out of here alive!
What?
That might be a bit too much.
Yeah.
I know something that'll cheer you up.
Baby bisons.
Where did all the spirits go? Where are the babies?
Oh. What the fudge? Earthbenders?
Let's get out of here before someone comes looking for these kids. We'll take them to Ba Sing Se with the rest of the fresh meat.
No, they're bison hunters.
Oh no.
No.
And back to fucking Ba Sing Se.
Just because these people can airbend, it doesn't automatically make them air nomads.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You have to be patient.
Now I know how Korra feels when I'm talking to her. Thank you, Pema. Where's Jinora?
I saw her fly off on her glider with her boyfriend.
What?
Her what?
Her boyfriend? Kai.
Kai. Alright, yeah, go look for them. Shit, he's even wearing bison fur. That's horrible.
Big money for bison steaks and other weird meat. I even heard she ate her dad's pet bear.
No!
Wow.
Go find Boomju. Tell him we're in trouble.
Well, let's face it, I'm just not cut out to be an airbender.
Oh.
Well, that's your opinion. Wait, Did Jinora send this spirit? Is she in trouble?
Follow me.
I don't want to get into trouble.
Master Tenzin isn't here. It's up to us. Iki and Milo, grab some bison. Airbenders, move out!
Grab some bison?
Sounds wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've got 2 of our own in cages out there, and we're not leaving until we bring them home.
Leave no airbender behind!
Yeah. Commander Boomy. Back in action. Was he an admiral?
I can't remember. Oh!
Free the bison first.
Hey, what are you doing out?
Nice. Ooh. You could feel it on his shaved head.
Yeah.
Oop.
What's going on down there? I'm coming, Jinora.
Nice one.
Be careful, though.
What the?
Don't fuck with the bison.
Oh. Stop.
That's enough. An airbender never attacks a defenseless opponent. But that was very good technique.
Boom.
Maybe you boys haven't heard, but there's some new airbenders around these parts. And you never mess with an airbender's bison.
No, you do not.
You guys should totally get shaved.
I'm proud of you.
I never really felt like I was part of the Air Nation before.
You are now.
They're so friendly now.
The bison are the original airbenders. They recognize their own kind.
Exactly.
Sorry for running off.
Perhaps I was too harsh with you.
Does that mean I can get my airbender tattoos?
Jinora, look! They're flying!
The babies!
Hey.
They have to learn airbending too.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess everyone is growing up.
Aww.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that was very nice.
A lot of conflict resolution going on, both in this one and the previous one, and like having some good outcomes after some fighting and arguing. But sometimes that's needed, you know, to get up that steep slope.
Yeah.
Well, that was chapter 7, Original Airbenders. Teaching, man, that can be a difficult thing, as I'm sure that you know, with your day job.
Yep.
And motivating the students into doing what you want them to do, how to approach it. We saw a lot of that in this one. And you can understand it from like both the teacher's perspective, but also the students. It can just be very hard. And when like the whole future of the Air Nation is on your shoulders, pretty much, that's just some added pressure right there. But it had a good outcome at least, and it seems like they're more or less on the same page now, and maybe it's going to be a little bit easier going forwards. But before we get too far into the whole discussion thing, then maybe let's dive into the Patreon comments/questions. And there are 2 of them for this one. The first one is from BB Dylan. Do you think Jinora should get her tattoos? At this point, she's younger than Aang was when he got his. Oh, she is. Okay, I always thought of her being maybe around the same age as, you know, maybe not as Aang, but then again, I don't. Did they tell us when exactly Aang got his tattoos in the last Airbender series?
I think you might have been around 10.
Okay, and yeah, I'm actually not quite sure how old Jinora is. But yeah, I don't see why not, you know, with what she knows and just how good she is at airbending. She's wise, she knows a lot about the culture, and then she's got that extremely powerful connection to the spirits. I don't see why not. Like, she is so freaking capable. So yeah, at least Tensen's gonna think about it. Yeah.
But it would require of her to get her head shaved for it to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna look quite different. But if that's what she wants, then yeah, once again, I don't see why not.
It. No, absolutely.
Go for it. And we even saw just how it can help someone in battle. Yeah, not having any hair. And that guy, he definitely felt what was going on behind him because of his shaved head.
Yeah.
That's what he said, at least. So it can help out in more ways than one, and just signaling to others that yes, you are now more of an airbender in the Air Nation, getting closer to becoming an air nomad, or in Genora's case, with the shaved head and maybe the arrow, that you are an airbending master or close to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So for Genora, I would say it's okay. If it was our kids, that would be a whole other story. But it's not as culturally significant.
No.
As like if our.
We're not airbenders. We don't live in this world. And the next question from Corin. How do you feel after hearing that the Earth Queen was rumored to have eaten her father's bear, Bosco? Yeah, there was a lot of horrible information right there from those bison rustlers. The fact that, we saw that guy wearing what looked like the fur from a very young bison on his back, and sending them to Ba Sing Se, talking about meat, and then getting that information that the Earth Queen probably ate her father's bear, Bosco. That cute bear.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, her father, or the previous Earth King that we knew from the last Airbender, he must have died by that point, because I'm sure he would not allow that. And his love for animals did not extend, it did not pass on to his daughter, who's just all sorts of horrible as well.
Horrible.
And I don't even want to think anymore about that. Like, those poor bisons. Damn, it's a good thing that they were able to save them from those people. And I almost wanted Kai to just keep going when he was punishing that guy. Almost, yeah. But no, that's not the Airbender way, to just be aggressive like that and beat up on someone who's already on the ground, who has already pretty much surrendered. And Corin continues, after seeing a little bit of the airbending training, if you got airbending out of nowhere, would you be happy to be part of the Air Nation? Would you shave your heads, or would it be hard to live a new monk-like life? That's a really good question. If we were born into it, then it would just feel natural. But many of these people, as Corin is saying, they're not. Like, they got it out of nowhere. They're from different parts of the world, or in the Earth Kingdom at least.
Previous lives.
Families. They want to go visit their families again. I can totally get that. But, at least they got sort of, the choice when Tensen and Korra and the others, they were going around the world and trying to find airbenders in the first place, and telling them that this is what they can expect if they come with them to train as airbenders and to become air nomads. And many of them declined, but these people, they said yes. So they've kind of already agreed to it in a sense, but I still believe that for there to be a future for this new version of the Air Nation, that they're gonna have to do things a little bit different. But just, me personally, I don't know. I might have declined, because I already have a life. I don't know if I want to go and live like a monk and have my head shaved. I might do that at some point in the future. You can just have a look at my dad, Major Dad, and that's probably what's waiting for me down the line. I'm not always gonna have this luscious hair. But what about you?
Well, I'm already living half airbending wise almost. The way that I have cut out most kinds of meat.
Oh, like that,
and,
the diet.
I would love to shave my head. I am very much a pacifist. And there's just like and certain belief systems surrounding the Air Nation. Sorry, that already kind of fits well with me. But I wouldn't go all the way that like if a suddenly got airbending, I wouldn't leave my home. I wouldn't leave my life. I wouldn't go monk style. In that regard, like not like that at all. I would take what I was given and try to apply it to my situation and try to apply it to my life. And maybe I should read up a little bit, read up on some certain gurus and
airbending culture.
Airbending, just like for interest. I think if I suddenly got a skill like that, I would definitely seek knowledge for sure. But I'm also the kind of person I like to have a base. Like I'm staying very rooted towards I'm very attached person. I attach to people, I attach to places. So
it would be hard to leave that.
Yeah, I would not be able to sever the links that way. I would love to go exploring. I would love to go traveling, even for a longer period of time. But I need to have some sort of base, both in people surrounding me, but also in like my base.
Yeah, so
physical.
I'm with you there. Like I would keep my ties to my previous life, but I wouldn't mind going out and learning about these new responsibilities as an airbender, learning about the culture and also getting that training. But when all of that is said and done, I'm sure I wouldn't, just stay at the temple. I would just take what I've learned and then apply it to my previous life. Because what you said with just the way that the air nomads, they're living and their philosophies, it is very appealing to me as well. I think they have a good grasp on how you should treat people and nature and animals. I do still eat meat once in a while, but more or less I'm also living kind of meat free. And if it came to it that's what I had to do just going forward and cut meat out completely, sure, I wouldn't mind. I would learn how to live with it because there's some delicious vegetarian food out there, and you can make so many delicious meals and courses. And I've learned how to make that kind of food for you or for us, and really seeing those possibilities way more than before. So it's just that opportunity to learn even more about that sort of culture, and just a taste of that monk life without just committing 100%. But yeah, it's all a hypothetical that would never happen in our world. But it's a good question nonetheless.
I feel like shaving my head now.
And getting a tattoo as well, or is that a little bit too much with a big blue arrow?
I've actually considered to get like a blue arrow on my hand.
Yeah.
But
so have I actually.
I'm just you have?
Yeah.
Oh damn. All right.
We might do that at some point.
We might actually maybe not like a full on arrow. Maybe for me, I'm like a blue line arrow, lined out arrow. I would like something like that, but I'm still so scared of like getting my hands tattooed because of like
Same here. I want to keep my tattoos to like when I'm wearing just a long sleeved shirt and pants, then you can't see any of my tattoos. I would like to keep it that way, but it's something to consider.
It's definitely something to maybe the feet. I don't know. We're getting totally into tattoo mode here.
Yeah. We're getting way off track. But yeah, back to the episode. I enjoyed this look into just how Tenzin is doing with the teaching and the students. And we already said we understand both perspectives, and it's interesting to at least just see how that training is. Both the spiritual stuff and the meditating, but also the fact that they went for a 10-mile hike up a mountain early on in the morning. That might be a bit much. Like he really took Bumi's advice to heart. But yeah, it's very much a question of balance, and I think that they're getting there more or less. And not a lot of Korra and the others in this episode.
It was very filler-like in that regard.
In a sense, yeah. I think, of course, like these characters are important and they're a part of the story, and I'm sure some of what we saw in this episode is going to come back and is going to become more important later on. But yeah, for now, it felt more of like a just side adventure kind of deal, not straight up filler maybe, but
well,
in that way.
I hate that people have suddenly made like a connection between fillers and fillers being bad, like it's a bad thing. Once again, we grew up with Flow TV. We had a whole lot of fillers in that regard. My personal favorite episodes of X-Files are the Monster of the Week. It's the filler episodes.
Filler episodes, yeah.
I really don't mind fillers. I actually think they can bring some fantastic things to a show, like especially this episode was, even though if you I don't know for like upcoming episodes if they're gonna
revisit it a lot,
or something like that, but it's just, this was really good, a really good episode, and it also shows that fillers can definitely be good.
Of course,
if there's just not like 100,000 of them like in certain other shows, it's great. They can really be great, but
very enjoyable. So far, like all the chapters in this book and just everything in both The Legend of Korra and The Last Airbender, we're just really enjoying even an episode like The Great Divide from The Last Airbender, which is most people's least favorite episode because they say it's just pure filler and it doesn't do anything. But it can still be very entertaining and spending time with the characters that you know and love, and also getting some character development, which I think we got in this one as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, all in all, really enjoyed this one. I'm sure it's gonna kick into high gear very soon because now we are past the halfway point of this book, and the whole Sahir, he's coming for the Avatar, like that's really I have a feeling they're gonna really get into that soon. So, but do you have anything you want to add to this one?
Maybe just a short comment on the title, like original Airbenders. We know that the original Airbenders were the bison. Sorry,
You're gonna add that S.
I'm gonna add that S. I also think it was, you know how I like to go into detail about stuff like this, but I think it was also kind of a notch to the original Airbenders, like when they were like their culture and everything. And also, again, as you said, we have some character development, especially with Tenzin, and how the original Airbenders, how they're very patient, and he kind of lost that. So he actually found that patience, like the original Airbender patience, and even like Boomy was also learning some stuff, and because he's so good with spirits and he's a great natural born leader, and him finally connecting his heritage from Aang, it was very heartwarming to see that he was just like, well, I never thought I could be, or never consider myself a part of the Air Nation, right?
Yeah, or the airbending culture, or
the air nomads. He never considered himself a big part of that. And then he connected to that in this episode, and suddenly found himself to be an airbender. And I just think it was like in relation to the title, a few pointers there, or just what I read into it at least.
But that's going to do it for this reaction and review of The Legend of Korra, Book 3, Chapter 7, Original Airbenders. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.